Hi everyone, it's Million here. Welcome back to my channel. How is everyone doing today? Alright guys, so today I'll be sharing some very useful tips on how to survive in Canada 2024 for international students, and also new immigrants can, learn from this as well. All right, so before I go on, I would like to let you know that this is going to be like I'm talking out of experience because, yes, I was once an international student. What I would advise you all to do is to watch and listen to the end so that you can get everything and you will thank me later. Okay, so number one on my list is create a budget. Say create a budget. You know what it means, right? So as an individual, as a person in general, it is advisable to create a budget. So whether you are still outside of Canada, you are planning on coming into Canada, or you just resumed school here in Canada, I am talking to you. So create a budget. Create a budget in the sense that you know what you're going to spend maybe in a week, in a month, whatever, but okay, this is the amount I'm going to spend and I will have some to keep. And again, when I say how to survive in Canada in 2024 for international students, I'm talking about financially, mentally, and also in your education as well. All right. So create a budget so that you'll be able to live within that budget and save up for in the future, or maybe in a rainy day. All right, so that takes me to my number two. My number two is live within your means, live within that budget that you have, live within what you know you can afford. Yes, so if you know, let's say for example, there is something that you want to get, but you cannot afford it as of now, I will advise you leave it first until when you can afford it. Okay, and my country people say, not they do pass yourself, sew your coat according to your size, sew your coat according to your fabric. So this is just like, this is it basically, like, do not live more than your budget. Do not live, more than what you can afford. Don't go and that person you are thinking that you want to impress, and they might not really care. Or that person you are looking at, you never can tell. You don't know how long they've spent here in Canada. If you ask them, you'll be surprised to hear that they've spent maybe up to 10 years, and you that just came in, you want to live like that person. No. So I will advise you, live within your budget, okay? There's this song that just entered my head. Don't go there, do pass yourself. Sorry guys. So yes, this song is a Nigerian song. It just, since I'm talking about this, like, we live within your budget, not do pass yourself. This song was just singing in my head. Anyways, they say experience is the best teacher, but I pray that won't be your case. Okay. All right. So my number three here is get a credit card and build your credit history. All right. So the main reason and the main purpose I included this because I want you to get a credit card and build your credit history, especially for those that you know that, okay, you'll be staying here after your school. So let's say after school, you want to maybe purchase a car. If you haven't even gotten a car before you graduate and you don't have like enough money, you want like payment plan with your good credit history, you should be able to afford that, or maybe you want to buy something else that you need a payment plan for. With your good credit history or good credit record and everything, you should be able to, qualify for that thing you want to get. And so I have made videos. I have I have videos up to like maybe 10 or if not more than concerning credit card. So what I would advise you to do, if you haven't seen those videos, I would advise you to go back to my old videos and look at them. So I first of all define what a credit or why you need a credit card, what credit cards will be best for you. So as a student, I will advise you to go for the one that gives points. Like whenever you use from your credit card, you get points, because that points, it will accumulate to the time that you'll be able to use it to make grocery shopping. So when you go to the store, if you have a point that is up to the number of points you're looking for, you'll be able to use those points to buy groceries instead of using money. All right. So when you get a credit card and you use from your credit card, you are expected to pay back. Okay, so paying back, there's usually a due date, but I advise you to pay before the due date because you don't want any late payment fee. Okay, so I'm not going to elaborate here. So that's why I'm advising you to check my old videos. You will see different videos. If you watch them, you should be able to understand how to maintain your credit card. Please do that so that you won't fall credit card victim. Or don't think that because, okay, you now have credit card, you have money on the card, you can go ahead to buy whatever you want to buy and you pay later. Meanwhile, you don't have enough money to pay. Okay, so that's how I'm advising you to go check it out and don't overuse your credit card. Okay, this is also another reason why I say live within your means. So don't think that because you have credit card or you have credit on the card, you want to go and overuse it. Please, no. Use what you know you can afford, what you can pay back on. Because here in Canada, right, most things, if you don't discipline yourself, you can actually get things for credit. And at the end of the day, you start living uncomfortable life because you have debts to pay. Okay, so you don't want that, and that's the more reason why I am making this video, so that your life in Canada will be as sweet as possible. When others will be complaining, you know you have enough, you have what is left for you to spend. All right, guys, sorry to cut you short. Please, if you are new here, click on the subscribe button to join our wonderful growing family, and also click on your notification bell to get notified whenever I upload my weekly content. And for our returning subscribers, thank you very much. Thank you for coming back. Please do not forget to like, share, comment. And you know, when you like the video, YouTube algorithm, send it out to other people that might need this content. So please, I will appreciate if you like those videos, okay? All right, back to today's topic. So number 4 on my list is subscribe for services. So as a student, right, you have a lot of things that you can subscribe for and you get students discounts. For example, the library, right? So the library, you have access to the library anytime as long as the library is open, and you can borrow any book from there. So let's say, for example, you have to buy maybe a textbook and it is expensive. It is very expensive. You cannot afford it. You can go to the library, search. If they have it, they'll be able to borrow you, you use it. And again, online they sell used book. But if you still don't have money to buy the used one, you know, you can use the right library. If they have the book, the textbook, they'll let you use it and you take it back. And also for your credit card as well, you can let them know that you're a student as long as you have your student ID. So anywhere you want to go to use like the students, subscription, all of that, please make sure you go with your student ID. So that is going to serve as proof that, okay, yes, you're truly a student. So even with your credit card, or even if you need to open a bank account, you let them know that you're a student. They have like different plans for students. So let's say, for example, if maybe like a normal account, you have to pay maybe monthly fee or annual fee. For students, they can waive that off. All right. So they have those different services for students. Next on my list is going to be get a bus pass. Yes, get a bus pass, because it's not all the time you'll be using cab services. I don't want to call any name of any cab service. I'm just going to say cab service. So it's not all the time you'll be using cab service, because you want to save your money. So if you know that, okay, where you're actually going to, there is bus going through that route, you can actually take the bus. Please get a bus pass so that you can use the bus. Even with the bus pass, they also give student discounts as well. Maybe somewhere that will take you on a normal day, take somebody that's not a student, maybe 2.50. For as a student, they can give you for $2. So there's a way, but just let them know when you're buying your bus pass, let them know you are a student. They will apply that discount to your card. So get a bus pass. And yeah, there are some times that you want to use cab service. That is fine, but don't make it regular. Don't make it regular. If you know that, okay, you can actually use the bus, make sure you get ready. You can use your map. Okay, so yeah, you can access your map anywhere you're going to, as long as you have the full address. Just put it in your map location. There's a place as well that you can change to bus, right? So the map is going to show you when the bus is going to arrive, which of the bus stops, so you know the time the bus is going to arrive. So that will take me to my next point. Get a job. And any job you get, first, I will advise you to take it, as long as it is not you killing anybody. I'm not sure there's any job like that here in Canada. Like, as long as it's not illegal, let me put it that way. As long as it's not an illegal job and it's something that you know that, okay, as long as you're doing it, you're getting paid for it. I know maybe some of the jobs, like I did a video recently about easy jobs to get. Some of them can be very tedious. Fine. If you know that it is too tedious, and with school again, what I would advise you to do, you can take like fewer hours, right? But don't just reject it. You can take fewer hours while you search for other jobs that you know that, okay, really like to do, okay? But those first jobs, those jobs that comes in first, I will not advise you to just sit at home and say, no, the one I want will come. No, take it first. while you're at that job, you can look for other jobs. Then when you get it, just let your employer know. They will give you 2 weeks and you transfer to your other job and you stop the one that you don't like, okay? Because that job that you want to leave and you're staying at home, you're not getting any money. Even if you have somebody that is sponsoring you, at least you should pity them now. And also, that will bring me to saying this. If you know you are coming, let's say, for example, you're coming from Nigeria, you get to Canada, you want to make any purchase, please, I will advise you, don't go and be doing a exchange rate so that you want to exchange to Nigeria first. If not, you will get a headache. That was how my husband was telling somebody that, oh, it is winter, oh, the place they just came in, right? So my husband was just advising him, okay, you can get thermal wear, you can be wearing inside your shirt because it's winter, it's cold. You know what he said? He said, I know about thermal wear, but I'm not going to buy, or I didn't buy. My husband was like, why didn't you buy since you already know? He said, when I converted it to Naira, it was too much, as in because of that, so he didn't buy. So that's how I advise you. Don't do that. So if not, really, most of the things that you want to buy, be like, in Naira, it is so and so. All right. So you don't want to do that, right? Because you're in Canada, you're using dollars. So you should, what you should be focused on now is how to get more money, how to get more dollars. Okay. So that's how I'm advising that first job you get. Take it, and while you are at that job, you can search for other jobs and you leave the job that you don't like. Okay. Next on my list is get a reading group, or rather join a reading group or somebody that can study with you, that you can study with, because it's going to make it very easy for you. Most times, yes, it makes it very easy for you. What you know, that person might not know it, and what that person knows, you might not know it. So to make it very easy for you to enjoy your study, right? Because just let you all know, especially for those that are not here yet, but are planning to come in as a student. So wherever your country are coming from, be it Nigeria or other countries, the education system is actually different from Canada education system. Okay. So most times here, weekly basis, okay, you are being given assignments, tests, from different lecturers, not even from one lecturer. Not even from one lecturer. That other lecturer does not want to know if you have exam tomorrow or if you have test tomorrow. They will still come and give you assignments, all right? So that's why it's advisable to get a reading partner or join a reading group, within your class, that you know that, okay, you can actually share ideas together, and if you do that, you're going to smile at the end of the day. You're going to be happy at the end of the day. Okay, and that takes me to my next point: make friends. Make friends, because sometimes, yeah, it can get very boring or very lonely. So you want to make friends. You want people that you can actually easily relate to, in case you need somebody to talk to, in case you need somebody like a company or something. You can actually, relate with people. You can make friends in your class. You can make friends, if you're a Christian, you can make friends in your church, faith that you believe in. At least go to that maybe social gathering, or to meet friends. And I'm not saying any kind of friends, so don't say because I say make friends, you just go and make friends with any kind of person. No. So you make friends with somebody that, okay, your spirit aligns with, somebody that, okay, maybe the same faith with you, somebody that you know that, okay, you are very cool with physically, spiritually. If you're going spiritually inclined, yes. All right. Anyway, so that is it. Because what I'm saying is even in your church, like those that are Christians, right? Even in your church, because in my church, right, we have like youth programs. We have a lot of things they are doing for youth. This Christmas and Christmas before now, they do like Christmas Day for international students, for those new immigrants that are here without family members. Some people that does not have family, they announce it in church that you can come to church on Christmas Day to celebrate, and you will see a lot of food, a lot of drinks, everybody laughing, dancing together. So tell me, that kind of person, how will they even remember that, oh, they could not go back home maybe to celebrate Christmas with their family members? And that also reminds me of this news. It is so, so sad. It happened recently of a 19-year-old international student that was shot dead, a Nigerian for that matter, that was shot dead. So sad. I was going to do like a full video of this topic, but God forbid, it shouldn't be the portion of any parent. It is so, so sad. So the reason for that was the boy's roommate called the cops, right? And when they came, they found him holding knife. Probably that was why the roommate called the cops. And they were asking him to drop the knife, drop the knife. He didn't drop the knife. and that was how they shot him. So later, people were like, oh, he was having a mental breakdown, this, that was why he held the knife. So my question is, what actually led to him having like a mental breakdown? Was that the first time for him having a mental issue? Like, was he having it when he was back home in Nigeria, or he started here in Canada? So a lot of thoughts were just going through my head when I was going through I have a video of I have the video of the lawyers of the parents, because the parents are still in Nigeria, but now they have a lawyer here that is helping them with the case. I have a video recording of even the way when the cops were shouting, drop the knife, and when they, like, it is really, 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 really devastating. It is devastating. God have mercy. It is really, really devastating. So please, 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 okay? That's why it is very good to talk to somebody. It is very good to have like somebody that you know that, okay, you confide in, you can always talk to. Please reach out to somebody, make friends, and make good friends, okay? Not bad ones. So that takes me to my next step. As a new student or as a new immigrant, it is advisable to get a roommate, okay? Even if you can afford like a whole flat, but you want to save your money, right? So because it's just you, get a roommate. Take one room. Then maybe after school that you want to maybe get a if you want to, get a family. You can get a big apartment of your choice and many rooms together. But for now, it is advisable, get a roommate, stay in that one room. And at the end of the day, you realize that you saved a lot of money, okay? And before you get that roommate, I will also advise, please seek the face of God or whatever God you pray to give you a good roommate. And you too should also be a very good roommate to your roommates. All right, roommates. Okay, last on my list is eat homemade food. Yes, eat homemade food. I know it is tempting because you have restaurants everywhere. You want to try this, you want to try this, you want to, yes, but it should be once in a while. Eh? Try to go to the store, get groceries, cook by yourself. Even if it's that very little thing, just put it together. That thing can take you for maybe a couple of days or even a week, and you will save cook cash. All right. So eat homemade food. Even if you want to go to the restaurants, do not make it like a regular thing. Yeah, because you want to save your money so that in case, okay, when you really need to go out, you will have money to spend. Not that, okay, when you really want to, I really need to go out, you now check your account balance, you say, oh, I don't have money to spend. But when you save, right? So that when the time comes that you really need to go out, you know that, okay, yes, I have money to spend. And these days in the restaurant now, they ask for service charge or they will ask for tips, compulsory. Some restaurants compulsory, but some restaurants is not compulsory. All right. So yeah, make homemade food. And that brings me to also say, here in Canada, they do sales a lot. Like periodically, you see different sales coming up, You can also make advantage of those sales periods and buy things, even clothes, right? Let's say you need something, you never can tell. Something that is about $10 today, tomorrow it will be $5. Yeah, periodically they do sales. You can make advantage of those times and buy things that you want to buy. Okay, don't do competition, no. When you come here, don't do to competition, because at the end of the day, you see yourself struggling and you don't want that for yourself. And I don't want that for you as well. I don't want you to struggle. All right. All right, guys. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're new here, please do not forget to subscribe and click your notification bell to get notified whenever I upload my weekly content. Have a wonderful day, guys. Stay safe. I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye. Take care. Miracle.